Hot on the heels of our meat payday. Stop eating my thrumbo. Damn pests. There's a temptation to expand to one of these geothermals, but I don't think we need it. I'm still waiting for Flynn to have some convenient inspirations. I guess I could force it with a word of inspiration, but oh, and this fire foam popper. I guess you can't path beyond beyond or around fire foam poppers, which is very curious. I think I've probably learned that the hard way a few times. We technically still have this mech danger. Let's see. What do we have working here? Centipedes, Lancers, Pikemen, mech nodes, low shields. We don't even have a high shield. And a defoliator? Yeah, we can probably take this. So a fast mover free wielder. Or we could just get a bunch of gold. An Eltex skull cap. Eltex shirt. I mean, this is a pretty nice... It's a pretty nice haul. We don't need the uranium. Psychic sensitizer's not that interesting. Although we should be installing those on more of our folks. So maybe it is interesting. Like Beebor, do you have a psychic sensitizer? See, you don't. I'm sure I probably have a few of them around. Yeah, so let's get Beebor 1. But that could make me want to pick that one up. Fast moving freewielder, it's not a great combo. What is the melee damage on a legendary Eltex staff? 7.62. So if I gave that to Beebor, who is currently using a Persona Mono Sword, which, hello? Where's gear? Wrong place. Oh, 17. Yeah, that's quite a difference. I was expecting the Eltex staff at legendary quality maybe to hit a little harder, but ooh. Reward violence. Oh my. That is a big raid right there. Wants you to help save one of his caravans. The caravan is being hunted near Turtle Haven. 2 groups of pirates want you to signal the pirates to draw them away. It is approximately 100 of them, and then there'll be a second group of the same size. Masterwork Persona Mono Sword. Or excuse me, non-Persona Mono Sword. We could take the mech danger and then take this, and the two would probably collide. The problem is if the second one is a breach raid. But this would be an interesting thing to do. So let's do this. I'm going to do it for the honor on Morrison. There's our mech cluster. Has very inconvenient walls for it colliding with our pirate raids, but I think we roll the dice on it anyways. Because it'll be fun to roll the dice a little bit on this. And the first one's at least going to be all melee, which should be handleable. I'm going to wait for Beebor to recover, though. Well, capable of walking, but still woozy. Probably going to vomit somewhere. Oh, and we should wake this up before we do anything else, because there's a countdown activator, but there's nothing else. So let's hold fire until I can properly send a wake up. Actually, what do I want to hit if I was going to hit something? Probably just hit the defoliator. That fired quickly. There we go. Everybody's awake. Things are going to drop in. Okay, and it looks like the mech cluster is just going to sit there. I worry that the pirates are just going to be able to travel past relatively easily. What's my solution for that? Probably just use Valentin and the mortar to poke some holes in the wall is probably the best thing. Which is surprisingly easy to do because of the precision that Valentin commands with the mortar. The surgical precision of a level 20 shooter using a mortar is kind of ridiculous. I'm just kind of like poking holes wherever I want them. Oh, but I just had quite an aha moment. If I had used incendiary shells, which I never do. Oh, inspired creativity on Flynn is huge. Okay, Flynn. Right, you have good construction. Decent construction. Good enough. Flynn, build that. Oh, Valentin finally missed one. But incendiary would light the walls on fire, which would cause them all to burn. Because, strangely, steel walls are very flammable. Valentin keeps whiffing on this one. Come on. Come on, man. Legendary throne. Holy cow. I can't believe thrones don't have Alright, that's enough holes. I'm gonna call that good enough. Now, if things walk by, they're more likely to tag. So I think with that, we will accept this. What are we going to accept this for? We get more uranium than I want no matter what. Probably the res mech serum of all of these. All right, let's do that. The melee pirates will make quick work of this if they collide. And my hope is that first slashers and thrashers I don't believe are breachers. But if they are, we're going to have an interesting time. What did I even select this for? Oh, some more Resmec serum and too much uranium. Cool. Just realized. I need to make sure that we should probably just set this to, There's Phil Bear. Still healthy and happy. CR0T0. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Much appreciated. All right, so how long are these going to take? Oh, they'll arrive in 4 days. That's a long time. All right. Maybe that gives us another... Oh, I wonder if the 2 raids are going to show up simultaneously. That's going to be awkward if it's the case. That's too many bad guys. All at once. But yeah, incendiary shells would have been genius, because I think 3 incendiary shells would have torched this whole thing. Mustafa, welcome. Yes. This colony has been going for a long time. Let's see. We are on... What are we on? Day 1400. So we've been playing for a long time. Relatively well-developed colony. Our ideology is focused around body modification and darkness. So we got ourselves a sunblocker or 2, and we've been enjoying the solitude and doing a pretty good job of augmenting our soldiers to make them relatively super soldiers. We just accepted a rather large... what looks like it's going to be 200 pirate raid, so that will be interesting. My frame rate may evaporate completely, but yeah, we have a pretty good setup here. We have about, last I checked, 59 polar bears that are doing most of the hauling for our colony. And we have a ring around the core of our colony. That's my plan, Mustafa. That is absolutely my plan. It was when this... In fact, what I did was I took a little bit of time and used some mortars to poke holes in this wall around it, in hopes that that way the pirates will path in a way that they get entangled with the mechs. If not, we have a kind of half kill box here that should help out. But they will be arriving in about 3 days of RimWorld time. So that's also going to give some time for the mech assemblers to kind of finish up. So we won't have any kind of lingering mechs showing up, hopefully. This is a relatively small mech cluster. It does not require a serious graphics card, but it is... What do I have people scheduled on right now? Okay, yeah, they're just all chilling. It's actually rather CPU bound because there's a lot of simulation that goes into it. Yeah, it's more processor than GPU. The graphics are relatively rudimentary, and mostly it's the behind-the-scenes simulation of all of the interactions, guiding the AI of, you know, I mean, at this point we have 60 polar bears plus 15 colonists plus what do we have up here? Maybe like 39 mechs up here, all of which it's kind of, you know, has to run simulations on, and they all have processes that they're trying to do, things that they're trying to accomplish. And very soon, we're going to have another 200 or so groups of pirates coming in. And the big thing we have to hope for is that we don't want a breach raid that doesn't get mixed up with the pirates, because I'd rather fight them in a controlled space than end up with some kind of like awkward engagement. Just in case anything weird happens, I'm going to toggle on all of my turret defenses, which, you know, they will just buy us time. They're certainly insufficient to do much, but they'll protect us a bit. And yeah, we are hoping for the mechs to handle the devil outlaws and for us not to have to worry too much about it. But there's also always the risk anytime you invite multiple factions that they will unwittingly coordinate with one another, and that can prove very, very problematic. Now, I wanted to see what Bibor's Psi focus is sitting at now. Okay, so she has a neural heat of 100 at this point, which is pretty good, actually. I think that... what does Skip require? Because Skip is the primary one that I want to use. 2% Psi Focus, 25. So she has 4 skips that she's capable of doing, which is pretty sweet, actually. I found that Skip is really best put on melees because I think that melees often are the furthest forward. And you want to be max ranging your skips, and so further forward is better. I have so many side trainers I'm slacking on at the moment. Edie, what's your social at? 12? I should find the social side trainer that I just bought. Oh, there it is. And have Edie take care of that one. Some of these other ones will dole out eventually. But Edie is our leader, and Edie is the person that I do all of my trading with, so more social is better. I really should get rid of this standing dark lamp. It's in the way. I don't really play with much in the way of mods, or this campaign has been pretty much mod free, but I can't get away from wall lights. I just like the aesthetic of having wall lights. So Mustafa, if you're curious at all, the only other noteworthy aspects of this is we are not a tunneler. We do not have the tunneler meme. So we actually, when we recruited Steroid originally, Steroid was part of the Awoken Theory, and the Awoken Theory had the tunneler meme, which means that he could create fungal gravel. So we did not convert him over to our ideology until we had created this fungal field, and the fungal field is feeding our polar bear army, as it were. Let's see what this bulk dealer has for us. I've been buying a lot of Nutrimine. I'm not sure that we need to buy quite that much, but we still have a lot of stuff that I want to get rid of. So let's see if we can offload some of this mountain of random furs that we're sitting on top of. Yeah, see, we're already up to 10,000, and that's with me buying a whole slew of things already. Let's see if they're offering anything interesting up. We're okay on wood. Yeah, and then we have a bunch of clothing that just needs to be sold. So we're probably gonna have to go back up and unsell some of that stuff because you're saying having multiple religions is overpowered. Sometimes they don't play well together. Like in our case, Steroid was very, very unhappy with the prospect of having to cohabitate with us, but it worked out nicely. Let's see, what else can we... I want to get rid of all that. How about the bear skin? That's pretty close. All right, we'll do that. But yeah, we were able to, and then we converted him over once we had finished the fungal fields. That was kind of like that was the trick to it. So we got the fungal gravel, we're able to farm it, and it's been doing great work for us. Currently we only have about 4,000 raw fungus here, but we at times have significantly more, and our bears, there being 60 of them, eat a staggering amount of it. Now, has this fully formed? Ooh, I could use a pulsar to send these Boomalope into here. That would be humorous. And we already have, well, we have the bears on bears mode. Let's switch the bears to animals. I'm gonna put everybody inside, and then we may start messing around with some things. Maybe we save this. These aren't gonna do that much damage, even if they got really in here and kind of caused some chain reactions. But maybe we do an animal pulsar when the quest fires off. which will be in like 1.4 days. I could see that working, assuming the Boomalope are still around and we have a few other nasties in our midst. It could backfire because we have a lot of like small animals around here that are going to be really annoying to have man hunting as well. But yeah, I really like the ideology that we came up with. Like I was saying, it's the darkness meme, the transhumanist meme, and the collectivist meme. And then we have 3 relics, and you know the normal smattering of religious iconography. Yeah, oh, absolutely. We've done that many times, Mustafa, for sure. Oh, really? Fibrous mechanites? Oh, you hate to see that. I'm gonna... The people that are on fibrous mechanites, in hopes of getting things sorted out faster, I'm gonna go ahead and put them on Glitter World Medicine. Just in hopes that it goes a little quicker. Because all of these diseases are somewhat time-bound, but then also somewhat... your recovery is dictated based on the total tend percentage. So higher tens, like, you know, 120, 122, 130, is going to positively affect the speed at which you recover. Okay, Bolt Goods Trader has left, and now we are coming in on 1 day until the big pirate raid. Now, do we have a pulsar somewhere? We have a Soothe pulsar. We should probably pop a Soothe pulsar before it happens as well. And does that mean we have fully researched everything? It does. All right. GG on the research, if nothing else. Unfinished marble statue by Constantinius. They're never coming back. That was a visitor that we had. Here's an animal pulsar. I'll forbid that for the moment so I can find it more easily later. These Boomalope, they just want us to do that. But yeah, the problem that we would run into, maybe we should do it now so that it settles out, because I don't think we're going to be able to do it while we have to man this here. And it's almost just comical not to do it right now. I just don't know how much these Boomalope are going to explode for and how much collateral damage they're going to do. Well, you live and you learn, all right? Everybody's on animals. Schedule, everybody is inside walls. Let me confirm that zone is what I think it is. Yep. All right, and then Amboss. All right, so let's watch the fireworks. A lump of gold. Oh, okay. Amboss, where are you? Oh, using it as we speak. All right, here we go. The explosions don't seem like they're doing much damage. Oh, I didn't realize it's going to take out our turrets, potentially. Unfortunate. I wonder if I can just take Valentin out here and really quickly rescue our turrets. Okay. Raccoon's dead. Well, yeah, I wasn't relying on the flames. I was relying on the explosions, which I thought might have taken down some of these turrets, but interestingly, there doesn't even seem to be a lot of damage that's been done. Well, this will get rid of the wildlife on the map, that's for sure. But we're going to have to rely on the raiders, I guess. Lump of gold. All right. There's still one angry turkey. It could carry the day. And then quest-wise... Oh, Reward of Violence is the one we're interested in. 0.8 days. All right, let's get things moving again. Our turrets barely survived. To the point where I may move Flynn to work, because I think it's safe. I have not heard of Rift Wizard, actually. Let me add it to the list. So, in the last couple days, the games that have been recommended to me are Neoverse, Rift Wizard just now, Vault of the Void, and Underrail, all of which I need to look up and take a gander at. But I'm always excited for new recommendations. So, Croto, I'm going to call you. Let me know if that's a bad way to interpret your name. But yeah, I will definitely take a look at Rift Wizard. I like wizards. I like rifts. So, yeah, I appreciate the recommendation. Thank you. And like I was saying, if nothing else, the fire is cleaning up some sight lines to make it more likely that that when the pirates arrive in half a day, they do their worst. And then I'm very hopeful that when Flynn gets up, Flynn gets working on, yeah, repairing these. Thank you, Flynn. Beautiful. Oh, we got a pirate, but we got a party. Nice. And then Flynn. Back to inside walls. Yeah, so we got a much better sight picture for, hopefully... How's the party going? Everybody rocking out in the free world? The party has been called off, but why? Croto, can you tell me a little bit about Rift World? What's the, or Rift Wizard? Excuse me, I keep calling it Rift World. Interesting and niche are, I'm all about those. But is it a roguelike? Is it, where does it live on the spectrum? And as a side note, I apologize in advance for in 0.1 days when these pirate raids are going to reduce our frame rate to 0.